if you were to take the digestive tract of any of these other primates, like a chimpanzee, and slice the body open and take a nice look, and you do the same thing with a human being and slice the body open and take a nice look, you would see essentially the same exact thing. Okay? The digestive structure, the anatomy, all of it is basically exactly the same between all of our other apes and us. Okay? Now, what I'm explaining is something called comparative anatomy. Comparative anatomy is the fact that if you take two anatomical structures that are the same, they automatically eat the same food. Comparative anatomy dictates that fact. Okay, so I'm going to get to that in a minute. Now, primates are primates, and there's other kinds of animals in the world. There's carnivores, herbivores, omnivores. Okay, primates, generally speaking, are called frugivores, meaning fruit-based eaters. Eaters that eat, the vast majority of what they're eating is fruit. Okay, that's frugivores, that's primates for the most part. Okay, there's herbivores that eat what? Plants, mostly. Yeah, mostly grass, but anything else, leaves of plants. Herbivores are going to eat grass and leaves. Right? Carnivores, meat. Right? Omnivores.
Whatever's available.
Both. Or
Yeah, either one, exactly, whatever they have to do, exactly. All right. Now, most people, when they talk about human dietary, put us in the category called omnivores, right? You ever heard that before? We're omnivores as human beings, just eat whatever you want. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you an example of the omnivores in nature. You tell me if we fit into that category nice and neatly. Okay? Examples of omnivores are pigs, rats, dogs, bears. Get the point? Pigs, rats, dogs, and bears are all kind of similar to each other. Human beings have no relationship to those kinds of animals. We are in a higher position. We are the big-brained mammals. We're the most developed in brain, but that doesn't mean that our digestive system has changed at all in relation to all of the other primates in our family. Okay? So one of the main arguments for humans to be omnivores is that, well, we can hunt, we can shoot a gun, we can take an arrow, we can do all these things. So we must be able to do it. But our brain performance and our brain ability has never changed our digestive anatomy. Okay? Now, how do we know what a frugivore's anatomy is versus a carnivore versus it? It's easy. Frugivores have an intestinal system that is about 12 times the length of the torso of the body. Okay? So if you take out our small intestines, you just lay them out in the room, you'd have about 65 feet. 12 times 5 feet, right? 60 so feet. Okay? Just of your your intestines spread out. Carnivores have an intestinal tract that is very short, very thick, and very smooth. Thick meaning wide. Wide. Okay? So that when meat comes into the body, it passes right through it. It squeezes out all the blood and all the liquid, unsqueezes it, slides it right out. Hair and everything. Okay? Now, it's important to understand that different types of eaters have different digestive anatomies. Okay? So herbivores have 5 stomachs. 5 stomachs. It takes 5 stomachs for them to get the nutritious matter out of the grass. Okay? Cows. You ever heard of cows that have multiple stomachs? Did you know that?
4.
4? Okay, exactly. Good. So all of the herbivores have multiple stomachs. Giraffes, elephants. You can't eat grass without it. Okay? And omnivores are a little bit of everything. Their digestive system is different than all of them. Okay? They have their own system. It's a little bit of both. Okay? Now, what happens if you take meat, which is destined to be coming through one digestive system, and you put it into another one? Okay? what happens with the meat is that it gets stuck. Okay? So our digestional tract requires fiber. Okay? You ever heard of fiber being good for you? Well, the reason why fiber is good for you, the reason why fiber keeps you regular, at least what they say, those kinds of fiber, is that your body needs something to grip. The intestinal tract works through waves of muscular contraction. And as the wave pushes through, right, that's how the food moves through your system. And, you know, it's literally like a wave. But if it doesn't have any fiber, there's nothing to grip. Okay? And that's the problem with meat physiologically.